What's up, people? One Up Punch here. So I'm going to talk about the new Sulfur update that came out today, March 13th, 2025. They have some new encounters: Sentinels, Watchers, Corrupted Goblins, and monstrous tree bosses called Terror Bomb. They have a new weapon or a new gun, which I'll show off later. And I'm going to give a little bit of a hint as to what it is. It's technically a bow, but it's a gun bow. It's a gun and bow together. The name of the weapon is called the Impala Gravita. It's a powerful bow gun hybrid, and what it does is it fires 7.62 caliber rounds. As you pull the piston back, it'll fire when you let go, and if you hear a click, that's the farthest it will actually continue. Then they added some new characters like Jock's Defector, which is a mushroom guy. Assuming he's one of the newer characters that came out with this update or the one previously, but he's new to me, so I'm going to say, just for the sake of it, that he's kind of new. They also added a new food called marshmallows, which is, I think it heals for 20 seconds for 40. They have a new high-value item called guano, and this is the main reason why I'm doing this video with the new biome called the forest. I've done all the other levels like town, caves, and now with the third one being the forest, I wanted to see how tough the enemies were. These are like old pots that you can break to get ammunition and food, and they have other areas to where you can get chests for ammo, weapons, armor, whatever. But these are the enemies you're going to have to deal with. These are the annoying crows that you have to fight. These things are tough, and they'll have to block using their wing, and if they do that, you can't do damage to them. Not to mention, if they survive long enough, they will actually do a shockwave on the ground when they slam, like do a butt slam. And they'll do this when they're frozen. The devs do understand that this is a bug, and they're trying to fix it. Once they fix this bug, they shouldn't be able to do the smash when they're frozen, using the scroll on your weapon for frost damage. But they are annoying to deal with because they'll fly into you, smack you, and they will block using their wing. Then you have the Terror Bomb, which is essentially this big thing I'll show you later. He's like a treant, a red treant. As far as I know, he does two different attacks. One, he does like a shockwave scream at you and like a cone with circles around. And then he uses his fingers, dig through the earth, and then come up from the ground and smack you. They also have smaller versions of the crows that just fly into you and smack you, that do a little bit of damage. Not as much as the big ones, but still very annoying. And the more that you have to keep dealing with them, like if there's 4 or 5 of these things, the tougher they become. Like I said, they'll block using their wings, and then you have to shoot at them when they open up, seeing their face. They are pretty much dealt easily with 7.62 or 5.56 ammo rifles. I was able to get the Impala and shoot at them and did like one shot in the face. And this is actually what the new weapon looks like. This is called the Impala Gravita. This is the bow gun hybrid. And when I bought this thing, I was kind of curious as to what it was going to be like. Essentially, the weapon is a 7.62, and as you can see, as you pull the piston back, you could even do kind of a pretty decent rate of fire. But the farther you pull back on it, the more damage you do. Not to mention the weapon is incredibly loud. So there's a couple things I'm probably going to do with this after I'm done talking about this video. Number one is that I do want to change this 7.62 caliber gun into a 50 caliber BMG. I also want to put a suppressor on it, and at the end of the video I do kind of mess around with the sniper variant. But the iron sights on this is actually pretty good too. You have the iron sight in the center and then the circle around it. And if you're running around, yes, it's pretty inaccurate, but if you're standing still, it hits them dead on every single time. So it's better to just wait for them to come to you if you're far enough away and just start shooting from beyond whatever meterage you're trying to go for. I don't know exactly how many shots it takes to take out the terror bombs. It took me like maybe 3 or 4. I didn't really see any criticals on there, but I guess it really depends upon the attachments you put on, because like I said, when it comes down to using a scope, it's going to be more accurate. If you put on a suppressor, it'd be quiet, but then it goes with a little bit drop-off range. Not really sure when it comes down to that, but that is what the Terror Bomb looks like after you defeat them. So in closing, when it comes down to this update, I've been loving it. I'm glad that they put out some more content for Sulfur. I've been missing a lot of Sulfur. I haven't touched it in a while after I got done doing the town and then fighting the lady of the castle. But that's me. I've been One Nut Punch, and this has been the new Sulfur update for the new biome called Forest. I'll see you later in the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a good one.